Most people are looking at the Reno-Sparks housing market the wrong way right now. They're asking, are prices up or down? But that's not the whole story. The real question is what's happening underneath the surface with inventory, buyer demand, and how long homes are actually sitting before they sell. In this June market update, we'll show you what's changed, what surprised us, and what it could mean if you're thinking about making a move in the near future. You don't want to miss this. Let's go.
Assist to sell way smarter.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Reno-Sparks Real Estate Market Update Show, this time for June 2026. We're going to dive in, but before we do, I want to mention a few items. Number one, this is for the Reno-Sparks area only. Number two, this is for single-family residential properties only. Houses, townhomes, and condos does not include land or business opportunities, multifamily, any of that stuff. And if you could do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button below. It really does help us get this content out to as many people as possible. I'd sure appreciate it. I want to go over what these charts include. Up at the top here is a yellow box. That's going to be the main data point we're going to discuss. Next to it, you're going to see May 2025 in the upper right-hand corner. Now, as I film this, it's early June, so we only have stats at the end of May. So we're going to go back 1 year. In the middle will be the difference between the two. Now, the first chart we always look at is mortgage rates. Why? Well, because roughly 80% of home buyers use a mortgage to purchase a property. Therefore, it has a big influence on the overall market. And right now we're sitting at 6.4%, which is actually 5.6% below this time last year. We're sitting at 6.8%. Interest rates are stuck in this sort of bracket right around the mid sixes. Dips a little bit lower, a little bit higher. And I don't expect that to change much throughout the rest of the year. The number you probably see in the newspaper and on blogs and on websites and so on is the median price right here in the Reno-Sparks area. Now, just to be clear, this is for houses, townhomes, condos, and is Reno-Sparks combined. We're looking at $581,000, which is up 5.6% from this time last year at $550,000. And just like the mortgage rates, you can see that bracket forming here, where in the early part of the year into spring, summer, we see prices pop a little bit. And then towards the end of the year, we see them pull back. And I expect pretty much the same thing to happen this year as well. Now, what does interest rates and the median price translate to as far as mortgage payments go? Well, right now, average mortgage payment $4,204, which is up 2% from this time last year. We're at $4,123. Obviously, if you're a buyer, we'd love to see that go down. Now, what does all this have to do with home affordability? This is a home affordability index, and that number you see right here is actually a percentage. This is the percentage a median income earner can afford of the median priced home in the area. Now, obviously, you want to see this number as high as you can possibly get. That means homes are more affordable. You want to see this hit 80, 90, 100 and above, and we did see that back in 2017 and even during the start of COVID there. And of course, as interest rates run up, homes become less affordable. We are at 58%, which is down 3.3% from this time last year. We're sitting at 60. One bright spot, especially for buyers out there, is wages are expected to grow much faster than home prices in 2026. As wages go up, prices stay flat, affordability increases. So that is some good news heading into the later part of this year. Now let's look at new listings. Now these are people that raised their hand and said, yep, I want to put my home on the market in the month of May 2026. 720. That's down 8% from this time last year at 783. So not terrible, but we certainly this time of year like to see a lot more listings. And you can see over here, we would normally expect around 900 to 1,000 or more this time of year in a quote unquote normal market. So we are significantly below that in terms of new listings hitting the market. Now this chart's a little bit different. On the bottom, you'll see a price range here. This is new listings by price range. So 2 to 300, 3 to 400, 4 to 500,000, and so on, all the way up to $1.5 million plus. And on the left side is the number of listings. You'll see the majority of new listings coming on the market are really between about $500,000 and $650,000, $700,000 is where you see most of the new listings. Now let's take a look at total active. Now the difference between new and active, these are homes that may have been on the market for the last 2, 3, 4 months. They could have come on the market back in April or even March or before. So if you're thinking about buying a house, these are the homes you can go look at and potentially purchase today. If you're selling a home, this is your competition. These are the people that are actually trying to sell their home as well. 1,061, which is down significantly from this time last year, 26.7% down from 1,447. This is one of the charts that surprised me. This time of year, you normally start to see active inventory build a bit. Now, obviously, you get more sales this time of year, but you normally see inventory build. We're not seeing that this year. Now, active by price range is where things get interesting. So pay attention to this upper end price range up here. You'll see $1.5 million plus, $1.5 million, 750 to 900,000. Take a look at that. But you'll see most of the active inventory is sitting in the 5 to 650, 700 range again. Now let's transition over into sold properties. Now these are homes that closed, sold, sellers moved out, new buyers moved in the month of May. 546, which is up slightly from this time last year, we only had 535. And remember I told you keep an eye on that chart? Take a look at this side of the sold by price chart. Very few sales at the upper end. If I go back to active by price, you'll see significantly more homes on the market and ready to purchase, but unfortunately, very few of them are selling. So you could see pressure. Whenever you have a lot more homes and very few buyers, you tend to see pressure on prices. So if you're in that upper end price range, there's a lot more to choose from. Now, another chart that I found very, very interesting and really surprising is unsold listings. So these are listings that have been pulled off the market, didn't sell, expired. For whatever reason, they were put on the market, never sold. 84. Now, on the surface, that number doesn't look very big because it's not. But for this time of year, and if you look over the last 10 years or so, it's significantly higher. That's up 180% from this time last year. We only had 30. And so this is a trend you're seeing nationwide, and maybe in the next video we'll discuss this a little bit more, but people are pulling their homes off the market at the fastest pace in many, many years. Now, there's a lot of reasons for that, but I think the real takeaway is most people that are selling a home are doing so to purchase something else, right? They want to buy a bigger home, or they need to downsize, or whatever the case may be. So I think they're looking at the marketplace and saying, look, I have to get X amount of dollars to be able to afford my next property. And if I can't get that, then I can't move. So they're trying it for 30, 60, 90 days. If they're not getting the offers and not getting the home sold, they're just saying, forget it. I can't afford the next home. So what you're seeing is a market that is kind of frozen up in that if I can't sell my home and buy something else, then I'm not going to sell. That pulls a house off the market that somebody else could purchase, and repeat process. So what does all this mean for you if you're thinking about buying or selling a home? Let's talk about sellers first. It's still a very strong, solid market. And as I mentioned before, if you look at new listings on the market, we're actually down on new listings. Active is down significantly, which means less competition, which means you have a little bit more pricing power. However, that also comes down to the price range you're in. You see very few sales in the upper end price range, but you're seeing a whole bunch of actives. So it really is a story of price range when it comes to selling your home. So make sure you understand the price range you're in, what homes are selling and what aren't, and you have to be very sensitive in terms of pricing to get your home sold. Now, on the other hand, if you're a buyer, the good news is interest rates are holding fairly steady. Looks like wages are starting to grow, and you can be a little bit more selective in terms of the house you want to choose and buy. However, if you're in that mid-price range of 450, 500 to about 600, 650, not a ton to choose from. A lot of homes are selling quickly, so you need to make a fairly strong offer. If you have any questions whatsoever, that's what we're here for, assist to sell. Especially if you're selling, we sell your home for only 1.5%, which is significantly less than you might expect to pay from another real estate agent here in town. And the good news is you don't give anything up. We do everything. We are a full service real estate company, licensed experts that are right here locally in the Reno-Sparks area to assist you with everything you need. We show houses, we advertise, put a sign up, we take all the phone calls. And when you do get an offer, we negotiate the offer, run the escrow, do absolutely everything. The difference is you save thousands of dollars. And if you're buying a home, we have incredible buyer programs as well. We can find you the best home that's going to fit your needs for the best price. So thank you for joining us. If we can be of any assistance, don't hesitate to reach out. Our contact information is on the screen right now. I wish you nothing but the best. Have a great June. We'll see you next month right here on the Reno-Sparks Real Estate Market Update Show. Bye-bye.
Assist to sell way smarter.